Hello, everybody. Whoa, what a day it is. It is the beginning of rivalry week, and LAFC and the Galaxy are about to face off in a big matchup. We're all looking forward to it, and we are underway from the Bank of California Stadium. LAFC hosting this game today, and there's a small kind of roller towards the keeper. Nothing really dangerous there, as Max Crepeau was able to get to the ball. Well, Chiellini today is off the bench for LAFC. It is quite the game. The nerves across the Bank of California Stadium, the blackout, the white jerseys as LAFC pushes forward with Acosta. You have to open the play wide over to Palacios. As LAFC tries to push forward right away. This is Chicho Arango. He goes to the other end. Here comes LAFC taking control of it. Here's his pass over. Murillo. And over to Ibiaga, as we'll give you guys the lineups for today's game. As LAFC, they start off today with the best they can do. You know, it's kind of been a crazy ride for LAFC and staying healthy, but we have Crepeau at goal, Holland set of right, Murillo and Ibiaga as the center backs, Palacios on left as a left back. In the middle of the field, Cifuentes, Sanchez, and Acosta. And up front, you have Carlos Vela, Arango, and Musovski. From the other side of the ball, the Galaxy come out today with Jonathan Bond at goal, Araujo, Koulibaly, Williams, Edwards. Up in the middle, Grandsir, Raveloson, Delgado, Alvarez. And up front, you have Jovic and Chicharito. For this game, as this ball goes all the way back to Jonathan Bond. LAFC trying to put a quick pressure on the Galaxy to come out playing with Raheem Edwards. And here goes Grandsir on the other side. Grandsir. And he is down and a foul is called. Quite the challenge right there from Ryan Holland said. As Grandsir goes down for the Galaxy. It's going to be Galaxy's ball. As we have the replay here, you get to see it. Yeah, Grandsir just tackled. Late challenge there from Ryan Holland said. So it's going to be Galaxy's ball. Near goal. I mean, this is a big chance for the visitors to take charge of the game. Armando Villarreal is the referee for today's match. Getting to do all this crazy waters between these two rivals. Alvarez standing over the ball. Big chance. Chicharito giving him some instructions. I mean, this is a big one for the Galaxy to begin the game. A team that has been really dominant against LAFC. The cross into the middle. And we're going to have a goal kick. A header there by Jovic, who did score last game against LAFC. It was the U.S. Open Cup game, and it's a party in LA. You always know it's a party when it's at the Bank of California. You just know it. Here's this ball over to Ryan Hollinshead. Hollinshead taking control of it. He's driving the ball downfield on the right sideline and then lost it. With no support, no help coming in from behind was Grandsir to take it away. Vela putting pressure on Raheem Edwards, who turns the ball over. Here's Kellen Acosta. That's a nice pass to Hollinshead, who ends up going down. Vela was asking for a foul. LAFC regained possession. Here's Vela's pass. There's this Chicho! As Arango was getting open, his shot goes out wide. And it's going to be LAFC and a Galaxy goal kick. Near a goal for Chicho Arango. He had it there. A first chance for LAFC in this derby. As the Galaxy now drive down. Here's Alvarez, and he lost it. But a foul is called on Palacios. Palacios, a challenge behind Efrain Alvarez. And he is called for the foul. So we have another free kick for the Galaxy in the early going of this one. We'll see who will take this one for the Galaxy. All right, it seems to be Alvarez once again with the crowd into this game. Here's a cross over the middle. It is headed away by LAFC. Grandsir trying to get to it. Chasing him down is Danny Musovski. And he forces a Galaxy turnover. It was Musovski there. As Raheem Edwards will take this throw in. And Edwards finds Grandsir, but his pass was kind of long as Ilie will try to come out playing right here with Danny Musovski as he's carrying the ball downfield. Musovski, he stops, turns, still Musovski on Raheem Edwards, and then Edwards brings him down. No foul call, but now the referee, a late whistle there, ends up calling the foul. Raheem Edwards pushed him. These fans, LAFC fans, are not going to let anything slide. There is quite the crowd from the Galaxy. A lot of people made the trip from Carson, California to downtown LA. Now on the other side, there's a player down. Raheem Edwards is still talking to the assistant referee. Kellen Acosta seemed to be like the player down for LAFC on a not seen thing. Let's see. Oh boy, Alvarez slapped him on the back. I don't know if anything else happened from there, but it is quite the aggression. Ball was not being played. After all, it will remain like that as Carlos Vela sends this ball through, headed away. This ball falls to Ilie Sanchez, plays it over Palacios. His cross is just going to one bounce into the hands of Jonathan Bond, and here goes Grandsir playing out, and Grandsir full speed. Iviaga tracking him down. Iviaga's now turned. Here's a pass intercepted by LAFC. Jose Cifuentes comes out playing from the middle. He opens the play wide over to Bella on the right side. Bella on the middle. He finds Kellen Acosta, who ends up fouling the opponent. Raheem Edwards turns to almost turn it over. A lucky bounce off an LAFC player, and it goes out of bounds. It bounced off the feet of Palacios. An attempt to save it was Chicho Arango, but he couldn't do so. So LAFC come out playing right here. Acosta has to go back for safety. And they're coming out playing slowly. Murillo clips this ball over to Chicho Arango. Hits him on the leg, and then they lose possession. As here's Galaxy with Alvarez. Alvarez coming out playing. Long ball. And Hollingshead wins it in the air. Palat Cifuentes loses possession. Here's the gal. Oh, a handball. Late whistle once again from Villarreal on the attempted challenge. Raveloson was the man on the foul. As there's a long ball looking for Danny Musovski. For Danny Musovski, who is offside. He got the lucky start today. So we talked, LAFC has not been quite healthy. Saw it a lot last weekend against Vancouver, how they struggled a lot. Not at full potential. Brian Rodriguez is still out with the quad injury. Good news from a player from LAFC that has been out for quite a long time was Tashuri Strati. He is on the bench and available to come off the bench tonight. Now, so you're getting the transfer window open. So now those signings LAFC made. Chiellini is off the bench tonight. Bale just came today to LA. He is not available for tonight's game, but you may see him the next game available off the bench. Edwards loses the ball. I think it's going to be an LAFC throw. No, it's Galaxy throwing. Edwards. Raveloson loses possession as Chicho Arango opens this one wide. Here's Danny Musovski, who in one touch was tripped up. They were calling for a handball. Not given, as Danny Musovski was on the clear. But they do get a corner kick. And, I mean, let's see here. There is a handball by the Galaxy player. It's in a natural state. Now, what happened here? There's a big discussion. Palacios, Vela, Araujo, and Ilie Sanchez talking to Villarreal. I don't know what happened here. But as of right now, a corner kick has been given. And we're going to play it all like that. It is not an intentional handball. The guy from the Galaxy was sliding. It was a challenge, slide tackle. And you know, when you make a slide tackle, you put your hand on the ground. You're tracking it down. It was unintentional. As we're having a corner kick, Villarreal lets them know already. Now, this shouldn't be reviewable because it was not inside the 18. It was outside the 18. It would have been a free kick if the handball was awarded. But a corner kick has now been given for LAFC. It is Kellen Acosta to take it. Acosta sends this ball through. Arango tracking down. Ball still in play for LAFC as here's Vela. And Vela's pass. He turns it over, but LAFC retake it. Here's Chicho Arango inside the 18. It's still Arango. His shot is blocked. And the Galaxy clear wide. And now they play back. Musovski putting pressure here on Araujo. Long ball looking for Chicharito. And Chicharito almost got there. A foul, though. Oh, sorry, it was Jovic who fouled Palacios. And Krepal comes out playing right away. Jovic almost beat Palacios on his back, but he was able to get the ball towards Maxime Krepal. A long pass right here looking for Cifuentes. And it just reaches the hands of Jonathan Bond. Greg Vanny and the Galaxy sitting at fourth place. You know, this Galaxy team has been, the past couple of years, it's the roller coaster ride. You know, you have really good games. I mean, last game the Galaxy played before the Derby, they completely destroyed the Montreal Impact, and that was Monday night. They do come in short rest. LAFC has a long rest. But then there's games where you're like saying, what's going on? They lose 3-0 to teams that they shouldn't be losing to. They beat teams, really good teams, such as LAFC. You know, Galaxy is quite the roller coaster ride. The fans know it. You know, it's inconsistency. Here's a cross that goes just all the way wide. And for LAFC, 5 years already in their MLS career, are they legit? That's still a question. They're still a team that it's really good. They've been really spoiled. I'm an LAFC fan. We've been spoiled. And it's still that struggle to get past the playoffs without choking, trying to win a championship. Supporter Shield is the only medal that LAFC has won, the silverware they've won. But from there, they've had the shot at the Champions League, CONCACAF Champions League. They lost to Tigres. Couldn't win the Western Conference Final in 2019. Vela, that's a nice passing here. Palacios, this falls to Musovski. A weak shot is still through. Who's going to get to it? And the Galaxy clear it. Ilie Sanchez goes out to Vela. And Vela, that is deflected into a corner kick. His shot. LAFC are so close from scoring. And as we talk on LAFC, a really good team. 2020, 2021, you could say it was quite the revealed years. They were not as good, missing playoffs last year. But, they come back this year and they're really good. As here's the cross over the middle. There's a header. It's in! LAFC take the lead! LAFC strike first in the LA Derby and El Tráfico. It's 1-0 LAFC. It's Jose Cifuentes who is first to react to a nice cross over the middle. And LAFC have found the first goal in the early going. Left off in LA. And the Bank of California Stadium goes nuts as Jose Cifuentes strikes for LAFC. We see this cross from Kellen Acosta in swing. He was wide open inside the 5-yard box. No Galaxy player around him. Late to react was Grandsir, but he still couldn't get to him. Jonathan Bono, his attempted save, it just goes under his arms. And LAFC strike first in the Derby. It's Cifuentes who strikes first as LAFC have the lead in the 17th minute. What a moment for LAFC and those fans who, it's been quite the ride against these rivals, the only team that they struggle against. I believe this is Jose Cifuentes' first goal in this derby. But LAFC have the lead, a well-deserved lead. We said it, they were close to scoring. They had those chances, and there they go again. Danny Musovski couldn't control it. On the attempted pass by Kellen Acosta, who's still putting pressure. And Acosta, it would seem to be a clean challenge. Villarreal said otherwise. But Acosta's leaving. That's a clean challenge in my opinion. He gets, now that I see the replay, he did get Koulibaly first before he got to the ball. Good call by the referee. But LAFC's right now relentless. A lot of pressure. Once again, the Galaxy turned the ball over. Now, LAFC, the first meeting this year, they were downcasted by the Galaxy. They received their first loss of the season against the Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park, a game where the Galaxy took the 2-goal lead in the first half. LAFC was coming back. Chicho Arango pulled one back. In the last 10 minutes, Latif Lessing seemed to tie it in the 98th. And after VAR review, an offside was called. And the Galaxy won that first meeting 2-1. Then they met again in the U.S. Open Cup where the Galaxy just cruised their way to the win. A 3-1 victory over LAFC. and which caused a lot of anger. Here's the Galaxy on a breakthrough. It is 3v2. Here's Joveljic! And a save by Krepaw. Well, the Galaxy broke through in this play, catching LAFC lacking. At one point, it was 3v1, finding those open players by Krepaw. That's a big save to deny the Galaxy from tying the game. Corner kick for the rivals here. Here's the ball and swinging straight to the hands of Krepaw. Now, as we talked about this year's meetings between LAFC and the Galaxy, we've talked about the Galaxy beating LAFC in the U.S. Open Cup, knocking them out, and then a big, aside from the good year LAFC was having, the fans were very upset, and it's every derby where they struggle against the Galaxy, and they were surely upset, and they had about, which you want to say, like 11 minutes or 12 minutes of silence, so the fan section did not chant at all until the 12th, 13th minute, and they were protesting for LAFC not showing up in those big games. As Arango clips this ball through, it falls to Cifuentes. Still Cifuentes, flipping it back to Ilie. Heads it over to Acosta, and LAFC missed a chance here. Oh, and they turn over. Iviaga with the turnover. Here's the pass, and Murillo cuts it. Joveljic finds Grandsir wide open on the other end. And an offside flag goes up. Yes, they do. Grandsir was offside. So you see again, kind of lost his footing with Cifuentes when he was inside the 18. Here's the Galaxy once again. Should be a foul. Yes, it should. On the foul was Chicho Arango. Getting Delgado from behind. So there's a view of Gareth Bale coming to LA. He arrived today, showed up in the stadium, already took a picture with the fans. He is living it. One of LAFC's newest players. And what LAFC really broke this transfer market. Chiellini on the defensive end and Gareth Bale on the attacking end, trying to get Gareth Bale ready for the World Cup upcoming in November. In the press conference, obviously, Chiellini talked about, what big signings come to MLS. And in MLS, you usually hear those big signings of, attacking midfielders, forwards, and you rarely hear a big signing of a defender. As Carlos Vela gets through, the offside flag is down. Vela trying to chip the ball over the keeper, and it just goes out wide. And as we're talking about these transfers, I think Chiellini has been the biggest defensive name to come to MLS. And his introduction press conference in the Bank of California Stadium, he talked about it, and he said, forwards, attacking midfielders, they sell jerseys, they bring the fans, but defenders win championships. And it is quite the right statement to say, if you're the first biggest defender to come to MLS on a team that's really trying to win championships, and they've tried and failed in the course of their 5 years, and they kind of seem to be the team to win it all this year with these signings. But Chiellini's statement on saying defenders win championships, it's big. And he's been a lot of help for these LAFC defensive midfielders and the center backs and right backs, left backs, teaching them the defensive strategy. His long time in Juventus, playing for Italy too, in World Cups, Euros, Euro 2020 winner last year. Here's Mosowski, who took a big touch. He lost it. That ball goes to the hands of Bond. But, his experience has been helping this team a lot. And when you see him start, it's going to be nice. He is available off the bench tonight as the Galaxy's trying to play out from their own end. High press from LAFC that forces another Galaxy turnover. Kellen Acosta on it. Here goes LAFC. The pass. And here's going to be an offside on Chicho Arango as Musovski took the touch. Arango already made a run. But Musovski getting that extra touch puts Arango in an offside position. So it's going to be Galaxy's ball. We're still trying to figure this thing out. Last time they played here at the Bank of California Stadium last season, it was quite a thriller. Six-goal thriller on a 3-3 draw between the Galaxy and LAFC. As here's Vela keeping the ball. Ooh. As it seemed he kept the ball in play. Did go out of bounds. Raheem Edwards. Oh, and then Grancier lost it? No. Still in play, but LAFC forced a turnover. Here's Arango. And Chicho opens it wide for Vela. Vela's cross. Deflected away. Alvarez first to react. Clears it off. As here's a throw in for the Galaxy. Chicharito's really intense right now. That's a great pass by Chicharito. And then Galaxy turn it over. Raheem Edwards, former LAFC player, now wearing the colors of the rivals. And he's done it quite a lot. Play for Toronto, moved to Montreal. Play for LAFC and move to the Galaxy. Not surely the favorite at LAFC. Kind of played on the bench more. But for the Galaxy has slowly become like a favorite amongst the fans. And he's done quite well against LAFC, keeping Bella down. Here's the Galaxy with Grancier. Ravelosin. Let's go back. Galaxy trying to find the space. Raheem Edwards in here. Here's Grancier. Holland set on it. Here's the cross. Headed away by Iviaga. Still in play. Alvarez. Here's the Galaxy. Alvarez getting to the ball. Alvarez byline. And then Joveljic header. His header was not the best one you could ask for. It was kind of a clearance. But the Galaxy go back, and they're kind of having possession right now. Alvarez on the ball. Here's the Galaxy on the build-up. This is a nice play. And no, a sliding challenge inside the 18. Murillo might have got to the ball first as Alvarez goes down. No penalty given by the referee. We'll see the replay here. Oh, tough one to call. Whew. Reviewable. I think this is kind of worth a penalty. I mean, Villarreal is telling Alvarez that he flopped. As here's the Galaxy once again getting the ball in the midfield, trying to break LAFC apart. Hollandset on the ball. Gives it over to Vela. Vela back into Ryan Hollandset. Hollandset with the ball. Finds Vela once again. Vela cruising. That's a nice pass over Arango. And here goes. Palacios' cross is blocked. We have an LAFC throw-in, though. And 29 minutes of a high intense match between LAFC and the Galaxy. Acosta back to Palacios. Now Iviaga. Here's Vela. And Vela taking quite too many touches. Cifuentes. Still Cifuentes. Finds Palacios, who instead retains the ball. Back over to Cifuentes. Cifuentes over Kellen Acosta. Back in. Cifuentes! His shot straight to the hands of Jonathan Bond. Grandsir brings it down. Ilie, it's marking him. Here comes the Galaxy with Delgado. Now Alvarez. And the Galaxy slowing things down. They're not trying to figure things out right here. Not as LAFC on the fast pace when they have the ball. They're slowing things down. Trying to find those open spaces that LAFC often leaves open. Alvarez lost it. And here we go again. This is Carlos Vela going out to Hollinshead. Back into Vela. Vela brought down from behind. Not a clean challenge from Raheem Edwards. Although it seemed to be like the clean challenge. But LAFC played on right away. Palacios bringing it down. Here's the long pass over. Cifuentes is open. He brings it down. That's a beautiful pass. And here's Chicho Arango closing it down. He took a hard shot and it goes into the stands. It was a good pass by Cifuentes for Chicho Arango. He just didn't get the good shot. But you got to give Palacios credit finding Jose Cifuentes wide open inside the 18. A beautiful pass. Great control by Palacios. Just Chicho Arango couldn't finish it. 31 minutes into this game. A highly intense matchup between LAFC and the Galaxy. Ravelosin. Grandsir's open. Tracking down is Ryan Hollinshead. Here's Grandsir. Still Grandsir. Still Grandsir. They kind of closed down the space for him. Vela comes out to help. Still the Galaxy with it. Here's a shot, and it goes into the 32-52. Galaxy struggling right now. As the fans are living it, they're excited. These fans are really hyped to be having this game, obviously, at home. Here's this long ball. Gonna play back into Jonathan Bond, who then goes into the middle. Ilie Sanchez won the ball in the air, and then he is fouled. So LAFC play it on already. Carlos Vela on the ball on the right sideline. Kind of helps himself back with Ryan Hollinshead. Now Murillo. And Murillo has to go back to Crepaw. And Crepaw goes deep. Trying to find Musovski. Couldn't get himself to the ball. Here's Iviaga kind of struggling. His clearance goes to the Galaxy. And here's Joveljic. That's a great pass. And here Grandsir inside the 18. And then his cross is going to be blocked by Murillo. Corner kick for the Galaxy. Grandsir slipping through behind the defense. It's just a nice pass by Joveljic, but it couldn't do much. So Grandsir to take this corner kick for the Galaxy. Here's a cross into the middle. Kept alive. Raheem Edwards. Then lost it. And here goes LAFC. They lose it. And their attempted counterattack. Grandsir offside as the flag goes up. Didn't get himself back on. He was wide open, though. It is 1-0. LAFC leading. 35 minutes into the game. And a packed Bank of California Stadium. And their first season, LAFC's biggest sellout was against the Galaxy. It was not even the playoff game against Real Salt Lake. It was the game against the Galaxy, and which ended on a 2-2 draw. LAFC had the 2-0 lead. Carlos Vela and Lee Wen scoring for the home side. And then the Galaxy, those last 10 minutes, they were able to tie it. Alessandrini and Camara on just blunders from the LAFC defense. It was following up that comeback the Galaxy made 3 months before the second matchup. It was the 4-3 comeback. LAFC led 3-0. No, LAFC has been unlucky against their city rivals. Acosta, another nice cross, another wide open header. Chicharango this time on it, and it goes out wide. It's a nice cross by Kellen Acosta, and Chicho just couldn't get a good header. Comes the Galaxy. They lose possession again. Danny Musovski over Arango. Vela slipped. Vela had his chance. Just the pass was kind of behind him, and he lost it. LAFC is going to have a throw in. It was Vela's chance, and he just tripped. The fans who've been asking Vela to be in 2019 form. It's just not been like that throughout the year. As the Galaxy trying to push forward downfield, Alvarez lost it. Here's a Galaxy again. A challenge from behind. It's a foul by Murillo. It's on Chicharito, who's trying to get in the game. In the 3 games, I don't think he played the last couple of games against LAFC, but I think he's played 5 games against LAFC since coming in 2020. He missed all the matchups in 2020 due to injuries. 2021 was his first taste. He scored his first goal against LAFC in the first matchup. Didn't do so the following 2. Scored in the first matchup of this year and scored in the U.S. Open Cup matchup. And a big collision here between Joveljic and it seems to be Ryan Hollinshead. Previous game, Palacios had a scary injury. And as you see the replay here, you see Williams putting this ball back and Joveljic attempting the bicycle kick. Just collides with Ryan Hollinshead, who got to the ball. Just not the best time to make that type of bicycle when you have like 3 LAFC players almost around you. That would have been nice, though. Let's jump for LA Football Club. Chance across the 3252 and across the whole entire Bank of California Stadium. One of the most passionate fan bases. Hollinshead wins in the air. Williams has to clear this out. LAFC trying to fall on the ball. Here's Raheem Edwards. Good interception here by Cifuentes. Vela has it now. Here's Carlos Vela. Still Carlos Vela. And now, clean challenge by Edwards. Here comes the Galaxy on the counter. Iviaga on Chicharito. Here's Chicharito. His pass gets over. Grandsir inside the 18. His shot is blocked. He has to track it down into a throw-in for the Galaxy. Edwards on the turn. Lost it. And then Hollandset turns it over. Not a smart clearance or attempted pass by Hollandset. But the Galaxy lose it again. And they regain possession. Here's Raheem Edwards. Over to Grandsir, who turns it over. But LAFC give it back to the Galaxy. My goodness, this game. Quite the roller coaster right now. Galaxy, here's a cross. Cleared off by Hollandson. Falls back to the Galaxy. Jovic. Grandsir will attempt another cross into the middle, and then no one was there. Alvarez couldn't force the turnover here, as Musovski was the last man there to clear it off. In 41 minutes of this intense rivalry game, as Jose Cifuentes, the man to score the first goal of this game, had the whole entire bank exploding. There's a player down from LAFC. I believe it's Danny Musovski after that collision with Araujo. He came down. It's a cool part. Communication, those headsets, medical assistance to the coaches. It's nice to have those. And it seems like Musovski cannot go on, and Opoku is ready to come in. Now, key fact over here, in all three games against the Galaxy this year, key injuries have affected LAFC. Now, for LAFC's best luck, this is towards the end of the first half, and it's Danny Musovski, quite the rotation player. But the first game, Brian Rodriguez gets injured at the beginning of the game. It seems to be a hamstring injury. And Opoku comes in. And the perfect plan that LAFC had on that game kind of fell apart when he got hurt. They lost. Second game, U.S. Open Cup game, Carlos Vela gets injured in the early going. Opoku replaced them. And the plan fell apart as well. And what LAFC had been doing really well. Now this game, Musovski comes down, but LAFC already scored. And Opoku's kind of one of the rotation players too. You know, Musovski isn't as big, but he is hurt. And that adds on another player on the injured list for LAFC. They're done of seeing players on the injured list. As Opoku's trying to get on the ball forward. Oh, dangerous clearance here. Vela falls on it. Here's Carlos Vela. His shot is blocked. Opoku now trying to fall on it. He gets bodied by Araujo. And Araujo clears it off. Throw in for the Los Angeles Football Club. 44 minutes in. Long ball looking for Opoku, and this one's going to leave the pitch. So, goal kick for the Galaxy. Jonathan Bond to take it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for LAFC. Musovski still struggling, walking towards the bench. We'll get a further update on him. Here's this long ball over to Carlos Vela. Vela on Raheem Edwards. Has to go back to Holland. Said 2 minutes of stoppage time having added. And Vela, a misunderstanding with Holland said. And here comes the Galaxy. A big turnover here. Raheem Edwards on the ball. It's still Raheem Edwards. Still Raheem Edwards. Has to go back. Araujo! His shot goes over the bar. You can say LAFC getting lucky here on the careless turnover by Carlos Vela. And Alvarez, he was the man on the shot and almost score a nice one there. As we hit the first minute of stoppage time. And what is this going to be? A foul by Chicho on Raheem Edwards, who almost forced that turnover. Vela and Chicho Arango. As here's the Galaxy, trying to find something before half. LAFC trying to maintain this one goal lead. Here's the cross over the middle. Grandsier's going to try to get to it. Grandsir gets to the ball. He's trying to get inside the 18. Here's his pass. Delgado finds Araujo, and Araujo dancing around. Back to Delgado. Here's Alvarez. And here goes LAFC on the counter. Opoku's the only man on the counter. Here's Opoku. Still Opoku. Still Opoku. And now lost it. He was the only man on the attack for LAFC as we hit the 2 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see what the referee says. He continues play. There's still an LAFC player down. A clean challenge, and that's the first half. A yellow card shown to Koulibaly as the first half comes to an end. Koulibaly had a hard challenge. Kellen Acosta goes out to talk to Koulibaly. And this first half ends up heated. Someone's got to get Acosta out of there. Oh, boy. A heated ending to the first half of this derby as both teams are headed to the locker room. And both games this season, at the end of the whole entire game, LAFC and Galaxy players fought. But for right now, the heated ending at the first half kind of tells you what rivalry this is. A big one as LAFC lead the Galaxy by a goal at the half mark. Jose Cifuentes, the man that scored the goal for LAFC. And we'll be back after halftime. LAFC 1, Galaxy 0. Hello, everybody. Both teams have come back to the pitch, and the second half is underway. LAFC and the Galaxy. LAFC have the upper hand here and trying to close things down at the Bank of California Stadium. A 1-0 lead they have. And what's been a really intense match. You know, this game is far from over. The Galaxy are going to try to get something going here, as they have to play all the way back with Jonathan Bond. Bond goes deep. Jovic wins in the air, falls to Chicharito. Now Alvarez seems to have possession. Going at Palacios. He kept it in play. And Palacios pokes it out. This is going to be a throw in for... a throw in for LAFC. And it seemed like it went out of bounds by Palacios. Alvarez was not happy at all. I believe both teams kept the same players to finish the first half. Just one substitution in this game, and it was Danny Musovski's injury, and Opoku's in for him. As here's Raheem Edwards. Great interception there by Kellen Acosta, and Opoku comes out playing. Here's Opoku. Kind of stops and loses possession. It's kind of a story of Opoku, getting his chance with LAFC and trying to make it count. Has a couple goals in his account. And good interception here by Ryan Hollandset. And Hollandset loses possession. Was selfish. Trying to keep the ball and then lost it. And then here Murillo plays it in short into Cifuentes. Long ball looking for Vela. And the Galaxy will play it in save with their keeper, Jonathan Bond. As Raheem Edwards comes out playing. Williams on the pass to Bond. Ball to the other end. Here's Araujo. Alvarez finding Grandsir. Grandsir is in there inside the 18, sending this ball in. Oh, and miscommunication between Chicharito and Arango cost him a lost chance. Chicharito was closing down on the near far post. Now I think ball would have got to Araujo if he would have communicated. Chicharito was just trying to get to the ball and score. Bella on the turn. Fighting for it is Chicho. It's going to be a throw in for LAFC. And Bella's on it. And they go out to Ilie. And Sanchez over to Iviaga. Has Murillo, who sends a nice pass. Rarely sees those from him. Here's Hollandset. Over to Ilie Sanchez. Takes the tempo. Goes to Iviaga. And Iviaga over to Palacios. And, excuse me, guys. Stream we were watching kind of got brought down. I'll try to get you guys the game. I'll look for it right now. It's been a close contest between both clubs. "48 minutes. And LAFC come out with Vela. And Vela has possession of it. And here's Palacios. And finds Kellen Acosta well. Here's Kellen. And Palacios trying to regain possession. He does and lost it right away. Joveljic on it. And they're turning down these live streams that we get. Let's see. We found another one. Here's Get the Galaxy. 49 minutes. Heading into 50. Hollandson shapes this man up. Here's LAFC over. Opoku on the ball. Opoku still has to play it over to Cifuentes. Now Kellen Acosta. Ball was kind of poked away from him. And Araujo falls on it. Now Alvarez. Araujo coming in support. Said Alvarez will find his way through Delgado. Here's Grandsir again. Holland said, trying to get on Grandsir. Here's Grandsir poked away by Cifuentes. Raveloson gets on it though. And Palacios kind of hesitant with the ball. And now he is brought down and fouled. It's going to be LAFC's possession. Time is winding down here. And LAFC is trying to look for a second. It's on the other side. It's trying to tie the game. Here's the Opoku. Here's the turn again. Opoku still. It's Cifuentes over Acosta. Acosta has Chicho Arango, whose shot was deflected by Williams into a corner kick. Oh, that pass there kind of bounced on Arango, who tried to put it back into the middle and then just missed it. On consistency on both sides when they get to the final third. All right, another cross here into the middle. Punched away by Bond. LAFC falls on it. And they'll try to put it back up. Palacios. Ball still in play. This is going to be headed into the hands of Jonathan Bond. The player from the Galaxy goes down. We'll get to you guys and see who is the player that went down. Give me a second. It seems to be Koulibaly as Maria went up. He got to the ball and then elbow was up, hit him. And still all eyes on Chiellini to see if he would be able to come back in. Right here. A cross into the middle. It is offside called by the referee. Galaxy are almost there. I don't even know if that was even worth an offside, Joveljic. But Sasha Kleshin is about to come in for the Galaxy. Could see a move from LAFC. But you know Galaxy are attacking this. You see forcing the turnover. Here comes Raheem Edwards. Finds this man Joveljic. Joveljic, that's a nice turn. Over to Edwards. And Raheem, his cross goes out wide. Saved by Araujo, though. He plays it back. It's still Raheem Edwards. Opens play wide to Araujo on the right sideline. His cross kills off the head of Opoku. Still alive. Here's Alvarez. Kind of lost it. It's still Alvarez. His pass over Grandsir. His cross. The shot. A goal for the Galaxy to tie the game. And they found it. They were there. We said it. They were near scoring. And they have tied it up at 1. It was not Grandsir who sent the cross. He's the man to score. And it's 1-1. And it's tied at 1 apiece. LAFC appealing for an offside. But they were all covering here. Max Kerpaw, who couldn't react. The man was in front of him. And Grandsir, the 55th minute, ties this game of 1 apiece. Great goal for the Galaxy. 2 subs are coming in. Galaxy have been off the best team in the second half. Just like LAFC was the best team in the first. Kind of flips, and this game is on, a 1-1 draw. Now you could see a reason for LAFC to have Giorgio Chiellini come in. As LAFC is trying to attack, they do have Ismail Tashuti-Shradi in case they need him. But this game has been intense. Iviaga clears this one out to safety. No, still in play. Elie Sanchez goes back to Iviaga, who lost it. He tried to retreat, pass behind Joveljic, and then turns it over. Offside flag goes up. It was Chicho Arango who's the ball was getting to. But here's the Galaxy. Here's Murillo. Offside flag goes up again. Chicharito was offside this time. This is the 5th goal LAFC has allowed in the second half of this year. Best defensive team in the second half. Iviaga has not found anyone. Now goes long looking for Opoku. Oh, Jonathan Bond playing with fire there. They go in short. Long ball. It goes out of bounds. LAFC's ball again. Kind of woken up as they're trying to move downfield. Dangerous passes from the Galaxy. It's kind of been the story for them. And it's worked in some way as Raheem Edwards might have brought that ball down with his hand. And our hand, yeah, yellow card is shown as he brought it down with his hand. We'll see in here. Yeah, he kept it in play. Not the best thing you could do. You know, you're on a yellow, you're a defensive player going against Vela and Opoku at times. One mistake and you're gone. It's just silly and dumb to make. As here's Palacios with a lot of running space. Has to get rid of it. Still Palacios. Here's his pass over Opoku. The cross back in, and nobody was there to close it down. Vela's going to try to get to it. He placed it in back to Hollandset. Hollandset still on the ball. Has Vela now. Vela sends a cross, closing down. Who is it? It seems to be a corner kick. Kellen Acosta was closing down. And it was deflected. It was just a perfect cross. Araujo got in front of the play. Reacted late, but it worked for them. As I think we see the substitutions. No, it's a goal kick. First referee marked for the corner. And he ended up marking for a goal kick. Here's LAFC. They lose possession on the Galaxy's end. Galaxy now with possession. They lose it and a half. A foul here. Late challenge by Araujo. Mark Santos talking to his man, Steve Cherundolo, trying to see what they can switch up here. Here's this pass deflected away into a throw-in. Vela to take it. Cannot find the teammate. Now does so. And this ball goes out as there was a slide challenge behind Hollandset, and he was down, but he seems to be good. Throw in for LAFC. They've had possession this time. Cifuentes banks it off another Galaxy player. Another throw in for LAFC. The game that has been intense. This ball into the stance again. Another LAFC throw-in. It's 1-1 in the Bank of California in a rivalry game, and you can feel it. Here's the cross again, and Araujo trying to clear that one off. Chicho's the man on the ball right now. Araujo to Markham. It's Chicho Arango, and he lost it. Alvarez on the clearance, but LAFC get back on it. Iviaga over to Palacios. Palacios retreats. Has Cifuentes, now Ilie. Sanchez on it. Sifu turns it over, but LAFC will get back on it. And here's Murillo in the middle of the field. As LAFC is trying to get their players back on side. Here's Vela. He turns. Acosta. That's a nice pass inside the 18. Vela! His shot was saved by Bond. Hard challenge. And here we go again. Joveljic on the ball. And Murillo tracks him down. Oh, bad pass in here. Palacios is in trouble. And he turns it over. Here's the Galaxy now. And not smart passes. And they turn the ball over in a crucial part of the field where they could have scored. LAFC trying to rush things again. And then another bad pass by the Galaxy. Hollandset, and then Hollandset returns the favor with a bad pass. And here's Alvarez. This game has been filled with so many plays like that. Here's a cross cleared away by Murillo. Cifuentes comes out playing. He has Carlos Vela. Vela on the left sideline. Here's Vela. He turns it over. LAFC back on the ball. Here's Hollandset. Over to Opoku. Opoku. Back to Hollandset. Ilie, that's a good pass to the other side of the field where Palacios is at. Here's Palacios. Bad pass, turns it over. Galaxy on and out. Araujo. Here's Raheem Edwards. Lost it. And then LAFC with the chance. They lose possession. And now Galaxy trying to come off the counter. Big chance here. Grandsir leading the attack. Has Alvarez now. And Alvarez pushed away from the ball. Referee says clean challenge. Oh my goodness, this game. Here's Vela. Over to Cifuentes. Cifuentes, his pass. Bond is going to get to it. And a nice pass over to Raheem Edwards. And here comes the Galaxy on the other end. Back and forth in this derby. Raheem Edwards has to retreat. Raveloson over to Williams. Koulibaly now. Araujo. Here's Chicharo. Delgado. Good pass. And Grandsir lost it to Hollandset. LAFC has to clear it off. Murillo turns it over. LAFC so inconsistent. Here's a shot by Alvarez, saved by Crepal. Bad passing from LAFC. If Yaga is telling Murillo, you have to clear the ball away, you're not going to find a pass because it's a dangerous one, the pass that Murillo tried to make. Obviously, no one was happy. Lack of urgency here. Again, LAFC trying to come out playing like this with short passes. They have to clear this ball. And that's what Ilie does. Galaxy with Raveloson. Oh, and now Koulibaly, a bad pass. And here's a through pass over for Arango. Clipped back by Williams into the hands of Bond. This game, man, so crazy. It's just something about El Tráfico that makes it so entertaining. Even if your team doesn't win, this derby is still entertaining. Araujo. He goes back out to Koulibaly. Put in pressure. It's Arango forcing the turnover. Here comes LAFC. Chicho with a lot of running room. Still Chicho leaves it over. Kellen Acosta. And then lost it. Man, this game. It's just bad football in the final third. And then a bad pass here from the Galaxy. Raveloson. And here's LAFC again on the ball. Here's Cifuentes. Over to Opoku. Opoku over to Vela. Vela's pass. It is intercepted. Throw in for LAFC. But we're going to get the subs. Finally, we're getting the subs. So, we'll confirm those substitutions right now. Grandsir is coming out. So Alvarez comes out. Kleshton comes in for him. Grandsir will come out, and Victor Vasquez enters. And now I believe they're trying to get Cabral in as well for Joveljic. Kellini time would be good for LAFC. 20 minutes to go in this derby. Here's LAFC. Kellen Acosta over to Vela. Carlos. Opoku now. Back out to Vela. And Vela with the space. And Vela shot! It's in! LAFC retake the lead! It's Jose Cifuentes once again! He deflected a shot from Vela, and it goes into the back of the net. And LAFC retake the lead in El Tráfico. And just right away, after the subs, LAFC catches the Galaxy flat-footed, and they're back on top. He thought it was a cross. Apparently, for me, it was a shot by Vela. But Cifuentes, that's so smart. He deflected that shot from Vela. Who knows? That might have been a save or into the back of the net. But LAFC retake the lead here in the 70th minute of El Tráfico. That is such a smart play by Jose Cifuentes. Galaxy will make a sub. Cabral will come in, and we'll see if he comes in, and he will. And is it for the man we said? And it is for the man we said. Jovic exits. Cabral comes in. This game. Now can LAFC add on to the lead? Build on it. They're planning a substitution here, and we'll confirm it right now as they have a banner on our stream. We'll confirm. I believe it would be Latif Blessing to come in, but who will come out for Blessing? Here's what it is right now in this derby. Here's LAFC. Here's this pass over Arango! 3-1 LAFC! It's Chicho Arango! He's been insisting time and time in this game, and it falls for him. And it's 3-1 LAFC. They've turned this game on the edge. He was LAFC's player of the month. Has been really good. And they have the Galaxy against the wall right now. It's 3-1 Los Angeles. Chicho Arango. Just a nice play, a nice shot. And the Bank of California explodes once again. Chicho Arango in the 73rd minute. And there it is. And he's telling the front office, I want to stay in LA. Do not trade me anywhere else. As Chicho Arango, he exits the game. He was going to be subbed out. Latif Blessing comes in for him. And what a way to say goodbye to your Knights with a goal. This is really good for LAFC. We said, can LAFC build on the lead? They've caught the Galaxy flat-footed right now. We'll see if they can do something else. They do got to defend a 3-1 lead. Still a lot of time left. But this is the LAFC that many fans have been asking for in this type of games. Here's Edwards, his cross. It's going to go out. Carlos Vela will like to get himself on the score sheet. We know that. Gareth Bale is enjoying this time right here. Crepaw goes long. A lot of analysis that I would like to do right now, but it's just too early. 15 minutes left in this matchup. We'll probably say more at the end because this game has been quite the roller coaster ride. Galaxy right now has LAFC back. LAFC will love to get on possession. They do have that 2-goal cushion. Araujo. Here's Kleshton and turns the ball over. Koulibaly has Bella on him. Has to go back out to Bond for safety. Right now playing up front, it's Opoku and Vela. It was a defensive change, and here's the Galaxy. Cabral, his cross. It's going to go out. Corner kick. Big moment here now. Galaxy with an opportunity. Here we go. Here's a cross. The header and a foul on by the Galaxy on Crepaw as that ball was towards the hands of Crepaw and it was knocked away. This game, folks. "76 minutes. Chicho on the bench. He's happy. And you know he's happy. Slow start to the season, but picked it up mid-season. Coming off the international break. He scored his first goal of the year against the Galaxy in the first meeting in which they lost 2-1. And has scored the more likely sealer in this game. The Galaxy are not giving up, though. They're still insisting. LAFC with 4 defensive midfielders. There's a good reason why that sub was made. Here's Edwards. Still Edwards. And then lost it. Edwards. And Cifuentes going at it. It goes out. It's going to be LAFC throwing. It was quite the battle right there. On the corner. And here's LAFC coming out playing from their own half. Latif Blessing. Palacios now. Palacios lost possession. Galaxy has to retreat though. Sanchez getting on the ball. Opoku trying to get in front of it. Here's the Galaxy going back to Raheem Edwards. A call to arms at the Bank of California Stadium. This crazy intense matchup. 79. Blessing. Acosta's pass. Nowhere near Opoku. Koulibaly falls on it. Here's his pass. And now for safety is Palacios. And a cramp player from LAFC. Let's get this over here going. Seems to be Cifuentes. And hello to everyone on Instagram Live for the final minutes of El Tráfico. It's LAFC leading 3-1. Jose Cifuentes with the brace. Chicho Arango with the third goal of the game. Galaxy scored. It was Grancier. And right now, this battle for Los Angeles is going for LAFC as Raheem Edwards has the ball just outside the 18. Sends another long ball in. It's still available. Another cross into the middle. The header. It's a goal for the Galaxy. And they're back in it. And I said this team won't give up. And the Galaxy have scored a second. It was Raveloson. Just a good cross right there by Vasquez. And the Galaxy are back in it. It's 3-2. Now LAFC, they have to defend. This game is so intense. 5 goals already. 5-goal thriller. This team doesn't give up. They never give up. To fix these banners over here. And now here's a long ball. Here comes the Galaxy again. Trying to tie things up. And that shot is just going to go. Corner kick. Corner kick for the Galaxy. Big moment here. It's 3-2. LAFC will have a substitution here. And it's Ginella who comes in. I mean, you're an LAFC fan and you see number 8 come in for your team. It is quite the scary moment. You do not want to see that man go in for your team. We'll see what he can do. Here's Ginella. Big game. Big moment of the game here. It's a 3-2 lead for LAFC. Galaxy are refusing to give up. They've pulled one back. Here's a cross back into the middle. The ball still alive, and then the volley goes out wide. Goal kick for LAFC. It was Sasha Kleshton on the shot. And again, another nice cross by Vasquez. A player from the Galaxy did go down. That brought down Hollinshead as well. Play on, says the referee. LAFC trying to win this derby. Here's a long ball. Bella falls on it. Bella brought down. No foul call. Raheem Edwards on it. For the Galaxy, I mean, they're still trying to defend themselves. They do not want to allow another goal. It's quite the worst 5 minutes when we hit 70 minutes for the Galaxy, allowing 2 quick goals. Cifuentes and Arango. Long ball. Araujo gets on it. Palacios falls on top of the ball. He comes out playing, trying to play with Opoku. LAFC back on it. Here's Opoku. And still Opoku. Nutmegs is a defender. Opoku has Koulibaly. Here's Opoku. Still Opoku. His pass trying to find Blessing. It's cleared off by the defense. And another banner that disturbs the live stream. Here's LAFC falling on top of the ball. It's still for LAFC. Here's Hollinshead. And then Ginella with a horrible pass. And it's going to be a goal kick for the visitors. It's going to be the longest 5 minutes for LAFC. And there's the man everyone wanted to see and still wants to see. Giorgio Chiellini, one of LAFC's new signings. As here's the pass. Edwards on it. And Edwards. Ginella trying to get on Edwards. 3 LAFC players on Edwards. Murillo clears it off. As Holland said, took the ball away from Edwards. Carlos Vela trying to force a turnover. It's 3-2 here. Here's the Galaxy. Raheem Edwards. Williams. Has to go back to Bond. 3-2 in here. Here's this pass. And a foul by Holland. Said it was on Raheem Edwards. Galaxy ball. Holland, Edwards was not happy at all. The former LAFC player to switch gears to go to the Neighbors. He is playing for them now. 86 minutes. Longest 4 minutes in LAFC right now. In LAFC season. In one of their biggest games. Here's the cross over the middle. There's a header! Oh, Crepal with the save. It would seem to be the Galaxy tying it. That was so close. Another corner kick here. LAFC has to defend as well. Galaxy's refusing to give up. Vasquez's cross. A header deflected. It goes out wide, and Crepal comes out and yells at his defenders. It was a wide open header. He was not happy at all. Galaxy have been so close. Iviaga falls asleep. He does not react. He does not jump. Raveloson right there missing the chance. All right, 87 minutes. Just the Galaxy right now dominating the last minutes. It's just what they do when they're trailing against LAFC. We've seen it time and time again. Here's LAFC. They should have the possession more if they want to win. Make the Galaxy desperate. Make the Galaxy foul you. Have possession. Right now, the Galaxy's chasing the game. If you have possession, you make the Galaxy really desperate to get the ball. And they'll start fouling. Here's Vela. He lost it again. Raheem Edwards on it. Oh, that's just nice playing. Here's this pass cut by Palacios. LAFC has to fall on the ball. It just seems like LAFC's chasing the game themselves. 88 minutes. Here's Araujo. Araujo. His cross. Cleared by LAFC into a throw-in. Entering 89 minutes. Just nervous moments here. LAFC with possession. Here comes Opoku. Opoku comes out playing. Ginella slows things down. LAFC has to be more smart with the way they're handling the ball. Here's this long pass over to Opoku. Opoku still on it. Takes it to the corner. No, instead he wants to play it out. Here's his pass. Ginella. Here's out to Vela. Here's Carlos Vela. His shot goes way wide. Trying to curl it to the far post. Galaxy on it. It's 3-2. Williams tries to come out playing. LAFC will love to get back on the ball. Those type of positions are clear for LAFC. In this game right now, you got to be smart. Question. LAFC parking the bus. 4 minutes of stoppage time. And that's not a smart foul by Blessing, I believe. It's going to be Galaxy's ball. They're still trying, and they play on quick. Raheem Edwards sends it long again. This one's going to get across to Araujo. Another cross. It's cleared off. Palacios has to clear this one off, and he does. He passes it over to Opoku. Opoku trying to cross midfield. Opoku crosses midfield with the ball. Alongside is Cifuentes. Here's Opoku still, and Opoku's challenge from behind. That's going to be a foul and a yellow card. And that's just what LAFC has to do, because you make the Galaxy desperate, and they have to do something. They have to foul you. Now, Opoku is in serious pain. It would just seem the challenge from behind. We'll see the replay here. Kind of studs were up, but he should be fine. It's a clear yellow card, as LAFC are winding down the clock here. Opoku still in pain, holding on to his head. He is fine. He should be fine. This is what I don't like in close games, when there's this time that's being wasted and they have to add on more time. But the medical assistance is in there for Opoku. Everyone nervous here in the back. Let's see if Opoku can keep on playing. With the fans chanting. We'll see. It's Cherundolo talking to his assistants. LAFC on the ball. 92 minutes out of the 4. Acosta has it. And they go back. Here's Hollinsett. Has to get a clean pass. Here's Blessing. And Blessing on it. Blessing on Edwards. And that's going to be a goal kick. Galaxy have to play it off right away. Here's Araujo. And a long ball. Hollinsett gets on it. He heads it up. Ginella was trying to get in front of it. Blessing forces that turnover. Here's LAFC. Vela making a run. And the Galaxy clear it. Someone has to get there. And it's Palacios. He finds Ginella over to Carlos Vela. And Vela's going to take it to the corner. Galaxy back on the ball. They turn it over. Opoku on it. And Opoku is fouled. LAFC to have the ball just outside the 18. And the left sideline. As we hit 94 at the bank. And this crazy matchup. I'll see Vela and Ginella standing over it. Here's the touch over to Vela. He's going to take it to the corner. That's a foul. It's still Galaxy's ball. And they play it on right away. Jonathan Bond on it. Here's the Galaxy. One last push. LAFC trying to get the ball. Here's this ball over. And they're going to let that one go out of bounds. Crepal to have a goal kick. 95. Let's see. Final minutes in this one. And Crepal ready to send this one off. And that is it. LA is black and gold. LAFC defeat the Galaxy 3-2. And another El Tráfico, another thriller, a 5-goal thriller. But this time, LAFC wins the game and they claim Los Angeles. They have those bragging rights. LAFC defeat the Galaxy for the first time this year. And they have all the bragging rights. LA is black and gold only. Gareth Bale comes down to celebrate with his new teammates. What a way for him to watch his team play for the first time. Chiellini is hugging his teammates. Gareth Bale has a big smile. Carlos Vela has a big smile. Chicho Arango is happy. LAFC defeats the Galaxy on a well-planned game. They take the 3 points and they add on to this wonderful year they've been having. Another key win. LAFC wins 3-2. And to all of you guys that came with us, joined us in the live stream, thank you for being here today, LAFC. And I'm an LAFC fan, so I get to celebrate. LAFC gets to be on the winning side of this derby, kind of in the downs for LAFC, but hey, LAFC finally showed up big time against the rivals, and they win 3-2 on this chaotic match. But thank you for following us. We may be live tomorrow for the Chivas San Luis game. Stay tuned. LAFC 3, Galaxy 2. Thank you for joining us, and peace out.